All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to explore this really profound journey of self-reliance, something inspired by the wisdom of Alan Watts. It's all about what happens when you're pushed, when you're forced to find a strength you honestly never knew you had. So let's just start with this really powerful question, because it's at the absolute heart of this whole journey. What happens when you call out? You're looking for help, for a little guidance, for some kind of support, and all you get back is silence? And this is the moment it all begins. It's that stark, kind of chilling realization that can feel like your world is ending. No one's coming. No one's going to save you or hold your hand or carry that weight for you. But, and this is the important part, as we're about to see, this is exactly where the great discovery begins. So that leads us right into this first phase, the unanswered call. And look, this isn't just about feeling let down. No, this is a painful awakening, one that's forced on you by the silence of the world. Because in that silence, you're left with just one companion, yourself. The lack of an echo, of any comfort from the outside, it turns into a mirror. And maybe for the first time, you're forced to look, really look, at the person staring back. And this presents a huge contrast. I mean, think about it. When we're leaning on other people, we can kind of live half asleep, right? Always waiting for someone else to reassure us. But when you're left alone, it pushes you inward. It forces you to find your own 2 feet, your own foundation. Okay, so this is where we start to flip the script on this whole experience. What if that painful absence, what if it isn't a curse at all? What if it's actually the gift that kicks off this essential journey inward? And that is the critical shift in perspective we're talking about. The empty chair, the phone call that never came, the very things that felt like they were breaking you, they become the catalyst. They help you uncover strength that was there the whole time. Now, it's so important we're clear on what self-support actually is. This is not about being arrogant or cutting yourself off from the world. Not at all. It's a deep, quiet understanding that the roots of who you are go way deeper than anyone else's approval or disapproval. So what does that actually feel like in real life? Well, it's a total shift. You stop searching for things out there and you start drawing from in here. You become the source of your own courage, the wellspring of your own peace, the architect of your own strength. You become your own solid ground. But this kind of discovery, look, it doesn't happen when things are easy and comfortable. It's born in fire. So this next part is all about that alchemy of hardship, how life's biggest challenges get transformed from punishments into the very tools that forge an unbreakable spirit. And this is where your whole mindset just does a complete 180. Pain stops being a punishment. It becomes a lesson. Loneliness stops feeling like an absence. It becomes an initiation. The very things you used to curse become your greatest teachers. You can almost think of it like a forging process, First, you have to face the trial head on. That hardship then starts to carve away all the fragile illusions, like that desperate need for everyone to approve of you. And what's left when all that's gone? Your true essence, the core of you that can't be broken. In this new way of being, nothing is wasted. Every single fall becomes a lesson. Every loss becomes a teacher. Every betrayal turns into a mirror, showing you exactly where you'd put too much of yourself in someone else's hands. So, you do all this hard internal work. Where does it actually get you? What's the result of this whole journey? Well, it leads to a state of being that is so quiet, so powerful, and genuinely unshakable. It fundamentally changes your relationship with everything. You stop feeling like life is this battlefield, like things are just happening to you, one thing after another. And you start to feel life moving with you. You're not fighting the currents anymore, but you're not drowning in them either. You learn to move with the rhythm of it all, knowing that you can float, because in a way, the ocean itself is inside of you. And this shows up in real, tangible ways. Someone who is self-anchored, they're not chained to what other people think. They speak with honesty. Their love is a genuine gift, not some kind of transaction. Just their presence brings a sense of steadiness, a calmness that you just can't fake. Which brings us to, really, the most beautiful realization of this whole thing. The great discovery is that the search is finally over. Everything he was so desperately looking for out there in the world, the strength, the validation, the love, he was carrying it inside of him all along. So, we'll end by turning that mirror back one last time to you. After hearing all this, after exploring this journey, What have you been seeking from the world that just maybe already lives right here inside of you?